Hello everybody! When we, last video we found out that Paperweight is also Yogg-Soggoth, and we're talking to him about stuff.
Can the destroyer be used against those tentacles?
The Destroyer is proof against anything from the Dark Dimension. Me, the tentacles, the toy box.
Sam, we gotta get one of these things.
You'll have to find the hidden giggling realm of skittering ingestion if you wish to find the Destroyer.
Do you know anything about all these handsome brutes that are stealing toys throughout the city?
The clones are meaningless.
Ain't chubby.
Hey!
But if they are truly stealing toys, then their master may be attempting to gather a complete collection of the toys of power.
Collect all 1,024. Impress your friends.
And destroy the entirety of existence as we know it. You've already borne witness to the damage that can be wrought when the Devil's Toy Box is mostly full. If the box is completely engorged, its power will tear down the walls of reality itself.
Cool.
So, aside from tearing apart reality, anything else you think we should know about the Plague of Me?
Only that they should seriously consider a gym membership.
Hold the phone. You're Yogg-Soggoth, the world-shattering Elder God?
You look like something my non-existent cat coughed up.
Curb your tongue, rabbit!
No, Paperweight, the Naked One is right. This debased form is a pathetic shadow of my former glory. Long before the dawn of man, my kind was sovereign over this dimension and countless others. We welcome the development of sentient life, drinking deeply from your bottomless wellsprings of terror, and also your succulent hairy flesh.
Ew.
For untold eons, we lapped at the perpetual buffet of your horror and worship, until powerful forces rallied to drive us back to the Dark Dimension.
Forces?
Primitive hybrids somehow impervious to our powers. You know them as mole men.
Get out of here.
Yes, that's exactly what they ordered us to do.
You know, it's a lot harder to take you prehistoric Elder Gods seriously, now that I know you were banished by a bunch of mole men.
Scoff if you must, but the mole people were much more powerful before they were genetically marginalized by the cruel twists of evolution.
Just like Uncle Billy.
So, should I call you Yogg-Soggoth or Norrington?
Call me Dr. Norrington. When uttered by your mortal tongues, my true name sounds disturbingly like our term for number 2.
You should hear him say nuclear.
I didn't see Sal out there.
Ah, yes, poor Sal. He resigned after the incident with General Skunkapi's men.
Any idea where he is now?
I'm sure he left a forwarding number in his resignation letter, but I'm afraid I've lost track of it. I have a lot on my table right now.
Okay.
You sure you don't know where Sal is?
No, but you're welcome to have a look around.
Okay.
So how did gigantic behemoth of an Elder God like you get stuck in Panty-Waist anyway?
Paperweight!
Silence! Several decades ago, Monsieur Paperweight foolishly attempted to summon me to this plane of existence.
Yeah, we, may have heard something about that.
Paperweight's infantile conjurings were doomed to failure, but the uncanny power of your grandsire's brain somehow managed to extrude an infinitesimally tiny fraction of my essence into this dimension. It became fused with Paperweight's unsettlingly hairless and ladylike torso.
We've spent the better part of a century trying to retrieve the toy box and send the great Yogg-Soggoth home.
And we would have succeeded last night if you hadn't lost your temper over that slobbering space ape.
Sorry about that. You and Paperweight seem to know a lot about that Devil's Toy Box that everybody keeps stealing.
The Devil's Toy Box. Ha! You should be so lucky.
What are you talking about?
The toy box is of a power far greater than that of your primitive gods and devils. It is the property of my grandson, Junior.
Junior?
Yes, Junior, the youngest and most horrible of the Elder Gods. His birthing wail shattered the supercontinent of Pangea. His first steps sunk the proto-civilizations of Subarctica.
Junior?
In an effort to stop my rampaging grandchild from destroying the Omniverse, I brought many of my precious childhood keepsakes over from the Dark Dimension to keep Junior distracted and entertained, as well as a box to contain their frightening power.
Junior?
Unfortunately, when the Elder Gods were banished to the Dark Dimension, Junior's toy box was lost during the move. And in the millennia since, he just will not stop whining about it.
Junior?
It's a lot scarier if you've got the requisite complement of larynxes to pronounce it correctly.
Okay.
So why have the 1.5 of you been trying to get your hands on the toy box all these years?
To destroy it!
But why? It's got all those cool toys that make my brain tingle and my ears all fuzzy.
The toys of power were never meant for mortal hands. For the sake of all that exists, they must be returned to the toy box and annihilated.
You're not gonna take my toys, are you?
Not yet. Your chaotic mastery of the toys of power may yet prove useful in defeating the master of these blasphemous portly canines.
Okay.
Stay put. We'll probably have more questions later.
Your kind always does.
Whee!
Oh, there's so much we can interact with in here.
Whee!
Apparently, Paperweight's never heard of the Dewey Decimal System.
Or dust rags.
Ah, cripes. A bunch of Sam clones are ghost riding the DeSoto out in the parking lot.
When were they cloned? 2005?
Very nice.
Cats. I hate those guys. Paperweight must have used this antique privacy screen to help protect his horrible squiddy secret all these years.
We also used it to perform psyche-destroying shadow puppet shows for the kiddies.
Who knows what sorts of ancient gimcracks and gewgaws lurk in those boxes?
Well, I'm not opening them to find out. Do you know how hard it is to get Kuga juice out of my fur?
Can we borrow this?
You most certainly may not. It is so fragile that the slightest breeze destroy it.
The scroll is meaningless.
Okay.
Say, Papercut, mind if we take a closer look at your journal?
I promise to laugh at your bad poetry and schoolboy crushes.
No!
I'm afraid I must concur with my host. Paperweight's journal contains all the spells we'll eventually need to destroy the toy box and send me home.
Hey, Yoggy, what's this map all about anyway?
Paperweight and I have been attempting to locate spots where the membranes between our worlds are the weakest, so that I can be sent home with as little fuss as possible.
That's awfully polite for an elder god who savors the taste of human misery.
Age has mellowed me.
Yeah, good deal. I guess.
Can we keep this?
No, it will only distract you from your true goal. Besides, I like to gaze upon it for sentimental reasons.
Okay. Now let's see what Max can do.
Cease your intrusions into my host's mind.
Boy, I could sure go for a fudgy freeze right about now.
Okay.
Hey, what gives?
After your recent rhinoplasty rampage through my museum, I cast a spell preventing you from transforming into anything in my possession. Ha!
Boy, you are a little ball of spite, aren't you?
You have no idea.
Okay.
Still nothing. Ah!
Alright, well, we're gonna have to eliminate that spell then.
Still nothing. Ah!
Okay.
Toys?
Ah!
Huh. Interesting.
Why are they still here?
There we go. Sal's new job. Oh, we probably should have examined Paperweight's phone. Because now we have to go the roundabout way to get back to him. Oh well.
Well, there's Sal.
And a bunch of doppelgangers.
I hope those Sams show more respect for our car than we do.
Well, that was awfully convenient. Sam?
Hey, look, Max. It's our old friend, Charlie Hotep.
Ah, get it away! Get it away!
Come on, Max. He'll give you cool ventriloquism powers, just like your great-grandpa Maximus had in olden times.
Fine, I'll do it for the powers. But for the record, I want to make it clear that I find Charlie Hotep, like all ventriloquist dummies, completely creepy and disgusting.
So are you, but you don't see me getting skittish about it.
Alright, fantastic. Now we could complete the seance. Run, wait. Run willy-nilly down the street? Was that a thing?
Woo-hoo-hoo!
It was.
Toys? Toys? Toys!
Shoot or run?
Let's run. Toys.
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 Yikes!
Toys.
Okay. Where did we end up? Oh!
Well, that was a harrowing chase down the clown-infested streets of the city.
And the clones were pretty bad, too.
At least we finally lost them.
Alright.
Corpulent dogmen swarm city.
Corpulent? The nerve!
I know.
Joey would have allowed them to use a larger typeface and been alliterative to boot.
Fair enough. Okay.
Toys?
Alright.
Toys?
Okay, so we're gonna get chased away by them. Every time we, You know what we probably could do, though, is we could probably...
Toys? Toys?
Okay, we're gonna have to use the toys of power. We could probably talk to Sal through Bluster Blaster, is my guess. So, let's activate Toys of Power. And first off, let's check out Future Vision.
This is totally awesome!
Okay.
I can do better than that. I'll draw you a picture.
Okay. What about Sam? What? Fine. Okay, can we read Bluster Blaster's mind?
1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1!
Fair enough.
Doobie doobie doo, stacking some crates up. Doobie doobie doo.
He really is a simple guy, isn't he?
Keep your distance, Max. We don't want those toy-sniffing simulacrons coming after us.
Doppelgangers.
Toys, toys.
Ow!
These handsome devils are all sharing the same mind. Amazing.
Amazing for you, but my nasal passages are about to be visited by Uncle Flo.
Okay. So...
Hey, you. Anyone interested in my psychic toys?
Toys. Toys.
What the heck? Stay away from me, you
Toys?
goofballs.
Toys?
Aw.
Hey, Doppelgangers! It's me, Max. I'm in this warehouse with all sorts of juicy psychic toys.
There we go.
Toys.
Attention, dog clones! Luster Blaster has many toys of power deep within his encasement, and you cannot have them!
Toys?
Alright. Oh, you know what? Actually, now... Let's see if we can talk to Sal.
Sal.
Sam and Max, what brings you guys down to the warehouse district?
All the usual. Mystery, intrigue.
The roar of the grease paint, the smell of the crowd.
Alright.
What's in those crates?
Beats me. As long as there's nothing in these babies that keep me from stacking them, I could give a Junebug's behind about what's in them, you know?
Okay.
So you gave up your cushy job at the museum for this?
You bet. That museum gig was getting dangerous. What with all the fires, the slimy tentacles, and the gorilla pummelings. I'm just not cut out for a life of excitement like that.
What exactly are you doing out here anyway?
I've got a great job stacking crates. Doesn't pay much, but it's way less violent. At least it was until those guys came along.
How are you coping with all these Sam clones?
Is that what they are? I thought they might be some of your skinnier, less inhibited cousins from over in the village.
Skinnier.
So my clones haven't been hassling you?
A little, but I don't seem to have whatever it is they're looking for.
Okay.
Stack on, good buddy.
You know it, Sam.
I really like Sal, Sam. It'd be a shame if he got sucked into the undertow of the mayhem and destruction that follows us around like an awestruck teenager.
What the hell are you talking about, Max?
Okay, so...
Looks like my clones have already picked this pile of junk clean. It's locked.
Yeah, these warehouses usually don't open until like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Okay. Then I guess we can just get out of here. But I think for now, we're going to save the game, and when we come back, more of this. Bye, everybody.